Welcome, everyone, to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old Rubber Bowl. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 20 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the MAC, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Zips will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The big play came, David. He saw that safety and just didn't believe he could get over the top in time.
Exactly right. You see the one safety in the middle of the field. You know the outside parts of the field are open. Run those goes, those streaks down the field on the outside. Let your playmaking receiver make that play for you.
Looking to throw, it's Dart. He finds his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for room, it's Parrish. Sweet feet on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
And the Rebels trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Akron Zips offense will take the field for the first time. On first down, here comes this offense. Gives it to the back on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. When you look at the design of a draw play, you don't often see it going to the outside, but I'm not sure he had much of a choice there.
Nah, the running back couldn't find a hole. The defense wasn't full. Listen, when you do see a draw as a defensive lineman, you don't bite. You don't run up the field. You don't rush the passer like they want you to. You sit there and play run for a second. Great job by that defensive line not running themselves out of a play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the speed on defense? Offense trying to get tricky, trying to run the quarterback outside, but the pursuit and the speed by this defense, they got to him quick.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Now, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
And the Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They're testing the right side here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it behind the line. It's Parrish. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, on that 3rd down, you thought they would have been a little bit more aggressive throwing it vertically downfield. Instead, they throw it behind the line of scrimmage to their back, and they're putting a lot of pressure on him. He's going to have to make multiple defenders miss to get that 1st down. Obviously not able to do it. Now you're expecting them to punt.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make a play, Dave, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some 1st downs, get some positive momentum.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Finley. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Zips want to crank the tempo. They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll run play action. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Zips will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll throw it on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wells. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Offense gets set for second down. Dropping back, it's Dart. Using the quick game. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He's got it inside the 30. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and he's got it downfield for a huge gain. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Zips want to move quickly. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Here comes the offense on second down. The play action fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard, you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit, pressure on the quarterback.
They want to just keep throwing it. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Zips will punt this one away. Oh, my, he just shanked that one. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Fast motion from the offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Finley. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The Zips in the hurry up. Back to throw, it's Finley. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And the Zips will move the sticks.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. You got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
The Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And the Zips send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. The give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Watkins.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They want to get this defense on its heels. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. On the move at the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the 1st down.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. The short hands, it's Watkins. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. On the option. Now the toss. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
This is a money play on 3rd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Extra point.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 41, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught over the middle. It's Golden. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They move the tight end all over. He'll keep it himself. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
It must have been a brutal week for this defense preparing for this game because of all the different ways they can attack you and because of how athletic this quarterback is and how he can hurt you running the football. He just showed it to you right there.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The Zips will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Finley. And they can't make the connection.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Zips line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Running it back, it's Davis. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. To the air on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Parrish. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is four-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Throws for the tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. And it keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Rebels.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at InfoCision Stadium.
The Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide out in motion. Keep it on the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, my old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to call that situation 3rd in California. Not a lot of plays that you can dial up on the play sheet for that type of down and distance. It makes it so hard on the quarterback. They've got to do a better job of keeping these 3rd downs manageable.
The Zips decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Might as well stick with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you like to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them. But if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this from your defense.
The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Finley. He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Norton. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that...
Intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
By the running back. Picks up 1. Brings up second down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. It's Dart. He makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They're trying to get to it. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the route is on. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt.
Going over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Hey, man, on offense, we'll take them however we can get it. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. There was a pass deflection there, but a great job concentrating to haul in that play and come up with an explosive play offensively.
That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Back to throw, it's Finley. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Using his feet. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Good, right down the boulevard.
Well, you're always going to wonder what would have, could have, should have happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the move, it's Goodwin. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. To the ground with the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
At the 45. 2nd down coming up.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Back to pass, it's Finley. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pocket starts to collapse. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
This offense is really going to try to keep the defense on their heels in the run game by doing it with different guys. It'll be running backs, it'll be quarterbacks. They may even try to get receivers involved in the jet sweep game, reverse game as well. But a nice play there.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to power their way ahead. The Rebels get enough to move the chains.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Parrish. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
And the Rebels are rolling down the field. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's 12.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Got a man. It's Lee.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Dropping back, it's Dart. He's got it on the run. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
The Rebels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Rebels! And the punishment has been extended.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lacey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He's gonna pass. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Dropping back, it's Finley. This time on target. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them. They're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Golden.
The pass to the receiver on 1st down was complete. Tackled at the 47-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
The Zips will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Norton. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Golden. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Quick strike complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Zips have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Finley. Setting up the screen. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on 3rd and goal? And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Splits those uprights right at half. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
36. Sets a kickoff.
He'll bring it out. It's Davis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. At the 45 on his way. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.